We had a really decent episode yesterday, picking up 4 Premier League points. A win against Bournemouth, a draw against Manchester United, and unfortunately not able to get anything against Liverpool, but that's not necessarily unexpected. And we were somehow able to equalise late on against Tottenham in the Cup too. We have a Cup game today, and it is against the easier opposition with Shrewsbury in the next round of the Carabao Cup, so that will be simulated. We shall play Watford, Everton and Brentford. Watford were in our league last year, of course, and have come up from the Championship. They kind of got like 120 points last year and always have hammered me. They were very much a side of Premier League quality, even in the Championship. So I don't expect to get anything from that game, nor do I expect really to get anything from Everton. I am hoping, though, to get a win against Brentford. So we shall see what we can do today. You guys have requested that Adebayo be given a chance in the starting lineup, as there's some discontent at Abadia's lack of goals. So I've made that change for the time being. I have also added Collins into the rotation 11 outside of, because it was Cano in that spot. Obviously, Cano's still in the starting lineup, and Collins having lost his first team spot to Mepham. So those 2 changes have been made as per your request in the comments. You guys are very eagle-eyed as well. You noticed that the numbers on the home and away kit were Premier League, but the numbers on the third kit, the alternative kit, still have the Championship font. Unfortunately, it's not something that's been able to be edited in the mod for the kits. It's either a clash with the realism mod, or there was another reason. I don't know what goes on when it comes to modding, but Merikit's tried to alter the font on this alternate kit, and unfortunately, there wasn't an option to do it. So this alternative kit will have Championship numbers on it, whereas the away kit and the home kit don't. That basically is why there was Championship numbers on this third kit. You guys very eagle-eyed and spotted that in the last episode. I hadn't even noticed, to be completely honest, so well done you. Moving forward though, Watford away is, difficult game at the best of times, let alone now that they've probably strengthened even further back in the Premier League. But we'll see what we can do today. At least 3 points, I hope, with a win against Brentford, and then we'll see what we can get at Vicarage Road here, and then obviously Everton at home after this. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell ticks. If you missed the F1 episode a couple of days ago, then do check that out on the channel page as well. Would love your support on that series. That went live yesterday. There'll be another episode of that coming at the weekend as well, but hopefully you're enjoying both FIFA and F1, and let's play some FIFA. Watford then, Pontus Dahlberg in goal, Navarro, Branchon, Maresic and Estupinian at the back, Denis Suarez and Eric Dyer in midfield, Falquia, Barrera and Dominguez with João Pedro up top. On the bench, Livaya, who's always played well against us as well. We'll see what we can do here. I'm not overly confident. We know that we've been not terrible against Watford previously, but we just haven't gotten results against Watford previously. So we know what to expect. We know not to expect much from our own, not necessarily performance levels, as we say, but from our own results. I'll try my hardest to get something from Watford here, and it would be a real turn up for the books if we are able to get even a point here. But we shall work hard, try hard, and see what we can dig out. Cecilia digs out across there, but thankfully Mepham is in the way of it. Drops to Denis Suarez. Fighting hard here, Jack Rolls, to get the ball away from him. Eric Dyer with a turn. There have been some calls actually to change formation as well. But after picking up 4 points yesterday, I'm willing to stick with this formation for the time being. I don't want to default back to a 4-2-3-1, because that's what I always play. This 4-1-2-1-2 has been a nice refreshing change for me in this save. Keep that run going, Victor. Oh, maybe I should have used the man on the far side. He's going to fall kindly for Adebayo here. And around the corner here to Rolls, who will look to bend it, and bend it beautifully into the back of the net. We lead at Vicarage Road. What a finish from Jack on his left foot. Forster Weakfoot on that left-hand side has been a great source of goals for us in the past 15 months or so in this save, Jack Rolls. And that was really well tucked away. Pontus Dahlberg not able to get to it. We get lucky with the way that Oviedo was able to win the ball back there. And he's just bent that around the defender and inside the post. A gorgeous opening goal. Pereira Rock makes the run. There was some grumblings in the comment section about me having a low-rated right back. But, oh my God, Okereke's in and we could be making it too. Oh, we're not. Good save by Dahlberg. Grumblings about only having a 71 rated right back, but Pereira Rock plays well above his overall rating. Oh my God, the keeper came for that and didn't get there. Maresic had to get the defensive clearance away, otherwise the keeper might well have just cost them a second goal after denying me a second goal a moment ago. Like I say, Pereira Rock plays much better than his overall rating would suggest. He plays probably better than Wilson on the right-hand side, or sorry, the left-hand side at 77 rated. Certainly at the same level as Wilson. So I'm quite happy with Pereira Rock as things stand. That's a lovely ball through. Couldn't quite track the run with the defender, and João Pedro brings Watford level. We could have made it 2-0 at the other end, and unfortunately they've gone and scored and equalised instead. Watford 1, Cambridge 1. Rolls with a nice turn and through the gap to Okereke. Back there to Rolls. Campos, Rolls, Pereira Rock, and Skip. Adebiejo, nice turn. Victor Adebiejo in the box. Oh, the left-footed shot was a little bit poor. Comfortably held by Dahlberg, who's been, other than that mistake from the corner that nearly cost them a goal, he's been good for them in this first half, Watford. When we went 1-0 up, I thought, hello, maybe we were about to see something that's different. A different script against Watford. And then, of course, they've gone and equalised. And all that initial confidence I had has disappeared again. Such is my lack of self-belief at this moment in time with this team. But we're still going to fight hard. And we've actually been creating well. But I'm on the back foot horribly hit. And Cecilio is in. Oh, he tried to sweat me. Wrong decision. Terrible from Campos there, trying to get rid of that. João Pedro back. Nice little 1-2. And they'll score anyway. Brilliant finish from João Pedro. And Watford are in front. Welp. Inside to Skip. They get in front of Rolls to run onto. Okereke actually has Rolls making another good run. Jack Rolls is in. It's a double for João Pedro. It's a double for Jack Rolls. We've equalised. Oh, I needed that. I really needed that. After losing the 1-0 lead and then going behind, my heart sank in that first half. And I thought, here we go again. Watford are doing me for the umpteenth time in this save. Jack Rolls has other ideas, though. His second of the game, his third of the Premier League season. My top goal scorer so far this year. And we're level at Vicarage Road again. Estupinian forward to Cecilio. Estupinian to Dyer. Bit of space in the middle there. Denis Suarez. Here's João Pedro on a hat-trick. Stefan makes the save. Laid it off to a teammate there. Oh, that wasn't meant for Adebiejo. It was meant for Rolls, but never mind. Here comes Wilson on the overlap. In there is Adebiejo. Oh, the touch is poor. He's got the strength to outmuscle the man, though. And will come forward again. Rolls to Okereke. Jack might be in for a hat-trick of his own. Adebiejo could be in for a goal of his own. Adebiejo has a goal in the Premier League for the very first time. They turned it around on us. We've turned it back round on them. What a game at Vicarage Road. Cambridge 3, Watford 2. Jesus wept. To Mepham. If we can get a fourth, I'll be surprised and thrilled. Oh my God. Okay, Reike. I tried to go solo and couldn't do it. Skip. Find Adebiejo. Oh, he's turned beautifully. He deserves the opportunity to have the shot. We will take the free kick. Adebiejo is fighting hard here and rolls with the free kick with a chance for a hat-trick. New camera angle here with the realism mod for these set pieces. A little bit more of a view of what's going on. And Pontus Dahlberg makes the save. Nearly 3 for Jack, nearly 4 for us. We'll have to wait a little bit longer. That was poor. Really poor from Dahlberg with the clearance. I'll go to Okereke. Okay, I won't go to Adebiejo. It was meant for Okereke. On the overlap, round the outside here, Wilson. An early delivery. Oh, it's a bit too deep, though. It's a lot too deep. Stupinian fighting with Okereke. Can we force him into giving us a corner? No. Stupinian into Pizarro. Got the opportunity here, Watford, to steal a point. Only 2 minutes added on. An early cross. It's brought down well by Pizarro. So while Pedro back to the man in the middle. Away-ish by Wilson. You need to win this header, Ollie Skip, and he has done. And that will ensure we get the victory. Is that a sign of how far this team has come? Finally getting a win over Watford. The first time we played them 2 seasons ago in our first game at championship level, we lost by 5 goals to 1. We've won by 3 goals to 2 2 years later. And deserved the victory, I feel, as well. Jack rolls with a brace. Could have had a hat-trick from the free kick. It wasn't meant to be. We can head now after an international break 2 weeks down the line to play Everton and feel quite confident that we might be able to get something from that game. I've made a couple of changes for this game. Nathan Collins is back into the starting lineup as Mepham was slightly tired from the international break. And Ethan Clark is starting on the left-hand side of midfield ahead of Todd Cantwell as well. And some discontent in the comment section with Cantwell's apparent lack of performance as far as you guys are concerned. I haven't noticed it, but some people in the comment section reckoning that Cantwell isn't pulling his weight in the team. So we'll see what we can do with this Everton side with Clark, Morata and Calvert-Lewin up top for them. Their new signing, Torgan Hazard, in the midfield as well. It's a very strong-looking Everton team. Although, to be fair, in Season 6, how good are players like Morata actually going to be? Because they're going to be ageing now, surely. Jordan Pickford's right. I can't see their ratings, unfortunately. Jesse Lingard there as well. He's going to be in his early 30s now. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Ava Banega going to be in his early to mid-30s too. Well, whilst in real life, right now, that would be a pretty quality side. I don't know, by this point in a career mode save, whether they've got the quality there, Everton, to really, well, not necessarily give us a game, because they will give us a game, but for us to actually fear them. I'm not scared of this Everton side. Skip. Oh, the first pass was meant for Adebayo, unfortunately. He's offside when the second one comes. Back with the Premier League numbers now, of course. In our home kit. Everton in their home kit too. And we'll see what we can do here against Everton. Our first time in this save playing against them. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Big switch out wide there to Torgan Hazard. Brings it down well on the knee. Milenkovic-Banega. This is good from Everton. This is the sort of quality of passing we expected when we got to the Premier League. And this is one hell of a move. I almost wouldn't mind conceding here. But we won't because Pereira Rock is in the way. That was an outrageous move from Everton. And if I could just time the pass right, Okereke was onside. And as they put together a wonderful move, we're the ones that take the lead. The pace of Okereke making the difference there on the breakaway. We don't actually score as many counter-attack goals in this save as I tend to do in career mode saves. But that was a classic Chesnoid Gaming counter-attack. Lovely ball into Okereke. The defender just wasn't going to keep up with him. It was just a matter of whether we could get it past Pickford. We could. 1-0. Campos inside to Skip. See Clark making the move on that left-hand side. Was itching to get played in. And we will finally find the ball to his feet. Can we find a pass? Or do we go solo? Why not? Oh, good block by the defender. I was curious to see if that was actually going to fly in or not. It looked like it was on target. Campos with a decent delivery there. Morata's underneath it. Oh, and the keeper's come and not got there. Cano makes it 2-0. I don't know as he scores many goals for me, Eusebio Cano. That might well be only his second or third for the club. But that was a obvious and clear mistake by the goalkeeper. Didn't come for the first one. That was fine. The second one, he's come for it. And, well, there's a bit of a meme about how Jordan Pickford's arms aren't long enough to do things like that. And it's happened again. Cambridge 2, Everton 0. This is easily, so far at least, provided we don't throw this away, our best episode at Premier League level. Side to Ava Banega. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Oh, Chamberlain, that was beautifully done. I can't change player quickly enough, but Cano somehow still gets that to block the shot. Morata was in behind and pulling the trigger. What a block. That was Kurt Zuma-esque. Brilliant block by the defender. Oh, but Banega wins that back. Luca Digne could set Everton up still for another chance. Oxlade-Chamberlain around the corner to Banega again. Don't fancy him crossing on his left. And Pereira Rock has the acceleration to stop him turning on his right and is able to draw the foul too. We're playing really well today. Skip across to Rock. Down the line is Campos. Inside to Rolls. Going to have to go inside there. I wanted to go back to Campos if I could. Skip. I don't draw him too far out of position defensively. Who's on the overlap? It's Jack Rolls again. I should have powered it. I tried to place it in the top corner to get it away from Pickford. And he's made up for that previous mistake by stopping us, adding another there. Campos delivers the corner. He's going to come for it again, Pickford. He's going to get to it this time. Clark down. First time from Collins. Oh, Wilson. Just find a teammate. He has done. We are to get our third. He's magic, you know. Victor Adamiejo is proving himself to be a decent goal scorer at a 4th level. Banged him in League 2. Did well in League 1. Scored us goals in the Championship. And now is doing the same in the Prem. Abadia just can't find his way into the starting lineup for a prolonged period of time because this man will not stop scoring. Cambridge 3, Everton 0. Around the corner to Oxlade-Chamberlain, out to Jesse Lingard, who's sold the defender there with great footwork. Digne back to Lingard, back to Luca Digne again. Here's Morata. For all of their good possession play that we've seen multiple times, they haven't got themselves a goal yet. They're overdoing it here, Everton. They just need to shoot when they get the chance to do so and not go for that extra pass. They've gone backwards there, and the referee might blow his half-time whistle soon. Milenkovic can't find a pass inside, which he has done. Torgan Hazard around to Milenkovic, back to Hazard. Oh, that's a great ball in, but Stefan gets down to it well. We'll pump it away, and that'll be 3-0 Cambridge at the break. Morata switched well out to Hazard. Just turned nicely. Milenkovic back to Hazard again. Banega. Oh, Hazard has beaten Ethan Clark to it. Lingard, Chamberlain, Lingard. Again, extra pass. Just shoot, Jesse. All they've got to do is shoot and they'll score goals, I'm sure of it, Everton. But they just keep taking too long to pull the trigger. It's normally my problem, not the AI's. Okay, Reike. Ah, bollocks to it. Let's go for a worldie. Oh, I didn't look like it was that far away as well, actually. We're in a position to be able to try speculative efforts like that, considering we already have our 3-0 scoreline. Keeper was always comfortable that it was going wide, but I wasn't too sure to start off with. Big switch by Banega out to Digne. Chelsea have scored a third against Burnley. A side that beat us earlier on in the season. And oof, that is going to find the man at the back post. Oh, they just can't seem to find anyone, can they, Everton? Those two crosses. Agonisingly close to finding a blue shirt, but not able to on either occasion. Just give this a little knock around the corner. It was meant for OK Reike, to be fair. And I've misplaced it. And they might punish us for that, Everton. They've got a number of options here, including Ava Banega. Oh, finally, they actually shoot. That was the opportunity where probably the extra pass was needed. Everton just not firing on all cylinders today, and we've taken advantage of it. Expected this to be, well, probably as one-sided as it has been, the other way around. Very, very, very pleased, however, to be 3-0 up here. And make... Oh, is that a foul? Oh, come on! How is that not a foul? Oh, less than 20 minutes to go. I think we should have had a free kick there. Oh, lovely lofted ball into Oxlade-Chamberlain, who will get to it first. Oh, that turn. That turn was outrageous. And Torgan Hazard draws the save out of Stefan. Good stop by the goalkeeper to keep his clean sheet intact. Really well struck by Torgan Hazard. That is a brilliant hit. And the keeper just gets to it. Take the corner himself here, Torgan. And we'll see if they can get themselves one. Simeone with the header that flies just wide. It's not to be for Everton here. Try as they might. For all of their good play, no goals are going to come their way. We've had games similar to this for ourselves, where we've had all of the good play and haven't been able to score. And Rolls, I'm going to get this back to Nibs. I want Harvey Nibs to get a Premier League goal, and he will! Cambridge 4, Everton 0. Harvey Nibs is a Premier League goal scorer for Cambridge United. Oh, I could have gone with Jack. I could have kept going there, but I wanted to get Nibs a goal if we could. I'll be honest, when I played the pass back, wasn't that confident that either A, was going to reach him, or B, that I'd actually be able to get the shot away. But we were able to do both and bury it. That's the best game we've had at Premier League level so far, without any shadow of doubt. It could have been oh so different if Everton actually shot. They still had 5 chances, but if they shot more often, they would have been right in that game, but they just couldn't stop us scoring. They might have, maybe if they had shot, they could have gotten themselves a handful of goals, but would they have gotten 4? I don't know. Preroc's very pleased to be playing the amount of football he is, and you're welcome, my man. David Campos, I mean, you literally just started that last game and the game before, so I'm not sure what he's complaining about, but regardless, let's crack on. It's Brentford next. This was the one that I expected to win. We're flying up in 7th at the minute. I think this is probably just a one-off episode, so let's not get too carried away. And there's a gap there above to Spurs of 4 points. You go 4 points back the other way, you're down in 15th. So we're best of the rest at the minute. I don't expect that to last longer than a couple of episodes. We normally tend to struggle, don't we, over the Christmas period. We'll play in the home kit just to have the Premier League numbers, I think. But I will still continue to use that alternate kit if you don't mind it having championship numbers on it. We'll go back to that. We'll go back to the regular lineup. Mepham back in. Cantwell back in. And maybe we'll give Basuma a start. And does Nibs... I mean, okay, Reike and Adebayo scoring goals. I don't know whether Nibs deserves a start for getting one off the bench. But we'll certainly involve him off the bench again in this next one. Maybe Adebayo as well, because he's had barely anything to do in this episode, if at all. Right then, Brentford away. Griffin Park, here we come. David Raya in goal for Brentford. Rico Henry looks tiny compared to the rest of their back line there, doesn't he? Bless him. And Drew Yearwood with their midfield line as well. 4-3-3 for Brentford. A side that knocked us out of the playoffs season before last. Beat us at semi-final stage, then beat Watford to win those playoffs. And David Raya always plays outrageously well against us. We'll see if we can do something against Brentford here. I'd like to win this one. This was the game that I singled out as the one that we should win. But when does anything ever go according to plan in FIFA? Adebayo. Rolls is there again. Dalsgaard. Fernandez and Janssen. Very attacking formation from Brentford, a 4-3-3. I think they were... Well, when I looked earlier, before the Everton game, they were bottom of the table. So they're not having the best of seasons. That doesn't mean they won't beat me. Good effort to start the game, although the angle was always in favour of the goalkeeper there. That wasn't meant to go to you, it was meant to go to him, but never mind. Still 0-0 as Brentford have the first chance of the game. Pereira Rock. 1-2 with Campos. Marking Campos well on that far side. He's not had much space so far in this game, and I haven't had the opportunity to get forward. Until... Oh, Jack. You've scored some great goals this season, but that ain't it, Chief. That should have been on target. That should have been 1-0. I was so confident there that we were going to take the lead. Fernandez, Condoria again. Oh, that little lofted pass into Yearwood, who, well, tries to strike it as cleanly as possible and, well, doesn't strike it even remotely as cleanly as we know that he can. He was a good player for us in a previous RTG and still doing the business for Brentford in the Premier League and heavily involved in their play so far in this half, but not able to get them the lead there. Bakayev could do something, but Wilson's defended that well and will lift it forward looking for Adebayo. It's poor from me. Here's Yearwood again. Lovely footwork from him. Basuma steps in nicely. Get it out to Campos and forward if we can. Okay, Reike. Adebayo. Rolls is here. Adebayo is there. Rolls has gone again. And it's Drew Yearwood that's tracking with him. And he's going to be the one that keeps pace with him too. But they've lost possession. I tell you what, maybe I'll sign Drew Yearwood again. He seems to be running things in the midfield in this game. It looks like it's going to be 0-0 at half-time here against Brentford. Expected it to be a tough test, regardless of the fact that they're bottom of the league or in the relegation zone at the very least. And it has been exactly what we expected. This fixture. Drew Yearwood now has a goal as well. At the beginning of the episode, I thought this was going to be the easiest game. Then as we progressed through, I thought actually maybe it's probably going to be the hardest game. And it is. Dalsgaard inside to Fernandes. Campbell trying to win it off him. Fernandes has the muscle to hold him off. Brentford will start the second half with a decent move, although Rock does well to get that down. And we'll try and catch them on the break. Cantwell is looking to get in behind here on the left-hand side. Our ball is much better played than theirs. That's a lovely drop of the shoulder. And here's OK Reike. Takes it in his stride. Shoots from an angle, but misses the target. It was bouncing awkwardly. It was on his left foot. But it was worth an effort. Well blocked by Rolls. Bissouma. Space here for Campos. And he's getting into it. This Rolls again. Come on, Jack. This time, please. Oh! I can't score against Brentford. It just won't go in. Off the post. Really good opportunity that we haven't been able to take. Adebiojo will knock this back in. Wilson's in support. Bissouma. It's OK Reike again. He's turned well. He's on his left foot again, which isn't going to go well for me. That wasn't meant for... That wasn't meant for Campos. It was meant for the man on the edge of the box, which I think was either Cantwell or Jack Rolls. But what is Rico Henry doing? I mean, we'll celebrate with OK Reike, but... I think that's one of the most obvious own goals we've seen for a while. I wanted to play back to the man on the edge of the box, and to be fair, it probably wouldn't have found Jack Rolls if it had gone there. But, I mean, Rico Henry, wonderful finish, my man. Expertly tucked away in the top corner. 1-1. Oshina. Oh, he's just going to sprint, is he? I wasn't ready for that. I was waiting for him to turn inside. Bakayev. Oh, it's a nice ball through to a man whose name I'm certainly not going to even attempt to pronounce quickly. Dervishoglu is the striker that they've brought on here for the final few minutes. We've brought on both Nibs and Abadia to try and get us a second goal here. Also brought on Ethan Clark on the left-hand side. But at the minute, Brentford look like the more likely team to win this game. Williams inside there to Said Benrahma, who's going for it, and Stefan can only push it around the post for a corner. And they really are pushing for the victory here again, Brentford, in front of their home fans at Griffin Park. It's a decent delivery. It's well dealt with by Mepham. We could get to that first with Clark, and have done. Trying to lift it past the defender and get around the outside of him. That's not worked. Williams has done well to win it back. Drew Yearwood. Oh, I was waiting for the turn, the ball roll. And then the little jink has done me nicely. Williams down the line again. Yearwood, their first goal scorer, trying to be involved in a second goal. Dervishoglu through to Drew Yearwood again. Into the middle. Mepham away again. Who's going to win that race? Nibs gets the ball first, but Williams wins it back. I mean, if I steal it off them there, then we could have had a counter-attack. But as it happens, it's either going to be a Brentford chance to win it with the last kick of the game, or a 1-1 draw, which is what it has been, thanks to that vital input from the defender there. Some big blocks from centre-backs in this episode, and we shall take a point from that game. From the majority of it, I wasn't sure whether I was going to get that point, especially with our lack of fortune in front of goal, but we do get the win. And we'll just quickly simulate this game against Shrewsbury in the Cup, which we should be able to win quite convincingly. Eventually, I'll press the right button. There we go. I'll say I'll consider it. I'm not considering it. Sorry, Harry. Maybe. Maybe against Shrewsbury. If it was someone else, then maybe not. Go on then, why not? I'll give you a go. Please don't let me down. Sim match against Shrewsbury with the rotated 11. They've knocked out Charlton, Tranmere and Birmingham to get this far, Shrewsbury. And now they go 1-0 up against us after 6 minutes. Please no. It's Shrewsbury Town, lads. We do have the quality of player in that starting 11 to see off Shrewsbury Town. Please. Come on. Palomino with a penalty in the 69th minute. Abadia booked, not scoring. A 1-1 draw and a 4-3 penalty win again. Through to the next round of the Carabao Cup we go. Oh, dearie me. That was more worrying than it need be, wasn't it? An offer from Racing Club in Argentina for James Weldon, but that's not going to happen, sorry. You're welcome, mate. Keep working hard to improve. I don't think you'll see another game, though, in that competition because I fully expect our latter rounds to be against higher quality opposition. In tomorrow's episode, then, we will face Tottenham, Chelsea, Norwich and Wolves. So we'll play Tottenham, Chelsea, probably sim Norwich and play Wolves. And there might be, in fact, another Carabao Cup fixture in there too. But for the time being, up to 7th. Although only 3 points away from 14th. So let's not get too carried away, shall we? Especially with what looks like a very, very difficult episode to come tomorrow. But for today, for Thursday, thank you very much for watching. Really pleased with that. Follow the link in the description to my Twitch channel. I'll be live streaming F1 2020 later on today with the wheel today for the first time in 100% race distance Grand Prix. That's going to be a physical endeavour. But for now, thrilled with that. Thank you very much for watching. He's magic, you know. Adobieto on the score sheet in the Premier League. I'll see you tomorrow.